Good morning, third grade. So today we're going to be using a function rule. I'm going to do one big example, and then we're going to do the whole front sheet of page 117 together, 117A. So this is my example of my function rule here. So we have X and we have Y. You're not always going to have the same letters, but in this representation of a function, it's going to be X and Y. So this is X. The top number is what X equals. X equals 3 here, X equals 4, X equals 5, X equals 8, X equals 10 here. So my rule is to get Y, I have to take X, which is this top number, and plus it by 5. So basically I would take X, which is 3 here, and plug it into where that X is. So 3 plus 5. And I'm sorry, that's sloppy. I'm trying to hold my phone at the same time. So we're just plussing 5 here. So 3 plus 5 is what? 8. 4 plus 5 is 9. 5 plus 5 is 10. And here's where people make the mistake. They look and they say, oh, we're just going up by ones. 8, 9, 10. That's going to be 11. That's going to be 12. No, pay attention to what it equals here. Pay attention to the top. 8 plus 5 is what? 13. So it wouldn't have been 11. So if you'd have put 11 because you thought that, you would have been wrong. All right, and then 10 plus 5 is what? 15. So the function rule is actually not that difficult. It's just one of those things that looks like it's more difficult than it truly is. All right, so there's my example. We're also going to do another one together because we're actually going to do the whole page 117 together, A. We're going to be picking up the pace a little bit the next couple weeks so that we can end at a good stopping point. I want to end at a test, not in the middle of. So I end at a good stopping point. So we're going to speeding up a little bit. So bear with me. All right, so the first thing I need to do is draw a 70 millimeter line. And remember, to use the millimeter, you're going to use your centimeter ruler. And remember, the teeny tiny notches are millimeters. So every centimeter is 10 millimeters. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 70. So if I want 70 millimeters, I go all the way to the 7. Okay, mine's a little crooked because I'm trying to hold that phone too. But so there. So that is 7 centimeters, but 70 millimeters long. Okay, because remember, every centimeter is a millimeter. So we're just going to the 7 because that's 10 millimeters, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 70. Okay, so today's date is April 28th, and there are only 30 days in April. So Friday will begin May 1st. So that's exciting. Which means we are getting close to the end of school. We got, including this week, that makes 3 weeks altogether. Okay, so you got this. Okay. All right. So number 1 says Erica bought 3 folders for $23 each. So that's 3 23s. How much money did she spend? So that's 3 23s. So that's 23 cents times 3. Now, some of you, I've noticed on problems like this, have been just adding 23 together 3 times. Technically, that's the same thing, so that's fine. Okay, so because multiplying is just repeated addition, right? You're adding 23 3 times. But I want you to get in the practice of using that multiplication skill. So we need to try to use that multiplying. So that's 23 times 3. So I'm going to stack it up this way for those of you that need it that way. So if you need to see it this way, you can do it that way as well. Or you can multiply it sideways, whichever one works best for you. Don't forget, when you multiply a 2 digit to a 1 digit, you're taking that 1 digit and you're multiplying it by each place value up top. So 3 times 3 is, that's right, 9. 3 times 2 is, that's right, 6. So 69, and don't forget your cent sign, cents. But if you're doing it this way, same difference. Multiplying this number by each one up top. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 2 is 6. Okay, so if you need to stack it, that's fine. All right, so 69 cents. Didn't cost her very much, did it? All right, here's my function rule. Okay, this time I have the letters T and V. The top number is T. To get V, we have to say T plus 4. So we're taking this number up top, the T, and we're plusing 4. So 1 plus 4 is 5. 2 plus 4 is 6. 3 plus 4 is 7. Okay, now here's where people mess up. They think, oh, 5, 6, 7. I'm just going to keep going. 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, nope. Can't do that. 5 plus 4 is what? 9. See, it wouldn't have worked because we're not going up by 1 at top. Okay. 7 plus 4 is, so 7 in your head, go up 4. Okay, good job. All right, next one. 10 plus 4 is, good job, 14. And then now we have a big number, 30 plus 4, which is what? That's right, 34. Okay. Now, if you need to pause this to get yours caught up, or if you just want to watch the whole thing and then do it, that's fine too. All right, it says Tasha, however they're going to pronounce their name, was born in 1982. How old will she be on this year's birthday? So this year is 2020. We don't know the month of her birthday, so we can't do it to the exact, but we can say that. So we take 2020 and we're going to minus 1982 to find out how old she's going to be. Okay, so I can't take 2 from 0, so I have to go next door and I'm going to borrow 1 from the 2. The 2 becomes a 1 and the 0 becomes a 10. 10 minus 2 is 8. Okay, 1 minus 8, can't do it, got to go next door. Can't borrow from 0, so I'm going to keep going. I can borrow from this. So that becomes a 1. This now becomes a 10. Now I can borrow from the 10. The 10 now becomes a 9. Okay, and this now becomes an 11. 11 minus 8 is what? So put 8 in your head and go up to 11. That's right, 3. So she is 38 years old. 38 years old. Or years young. How about that? Now, I know I did the regrouping really, really quickly. That's just simply because I know that you guys have already got that. All right, moving on to the next one. We have a 3-dimensional shape, and it wants us to name the geometric solid. So looking at that geometric solid, I noticed that it has rectangular sides. So this is called a rectangular prism. Let me double check my spelling. Oh, nope, I left the letter out. Oh, y'all know the spelling's not my best suit. There we go. All right, and how many faces does it have? So first of all, another reason I wanted to do this is, what is a face of a 3-dimensional shape? So the face of a 3-dimensional shape is, so here's my rectangular prism. A face of the shape is the flat side of the shape. Okay, so this is a flat surface, that's a flat surface, the ends are flat surfaces. Those are the faces of a 3-dimensional solid. Now, like a sphere wouldn't have a face because it's just all rounded, right? So that's the face. You also have the edges, which is here. Okay, these are your edges. So I have an edge here, 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 here. I have tons of edges, okay? And then I also have the points, which are called my vertices, my vertex. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I have 7, 8 of those. Okay, but faces. I want to know the flat surface. So how many flat surfaces does this have? Okay, I'm going to use the one that has a little mark on it so I know where I started. So 1, 2, 3, 4, then I'm back to that one. So there's 4 on that side, and then I got 5, 6. So I have 6 faces on this. Now you should have made a cube the other day, and you can use your cube to help you. I think that's cube. Yeah, it can help you with the cube. Okay, that's why you made that, because you were going to get there. Okay, so if you still have kept your cube, you need to use that to help you count those faces. All right, number 5. It says fill in the missing numbers or shapes in the pattern. So we're using a pattern here. So let's look at the first one. 670, 620, 670, 520, 470. So what are we doing here in this pattern? So I noticed that, first of all, I noticed that it's kind of going, what, is it going up or down? It's going down, so I noticed that. I noticed that it's immediately going down, and I noticed that it's specifically changing in the tens place at first. So from 70 to 20, if I drop down to 20, how many did it drop? So take 70 and minus that 20 to know how much it dropped. 50. So it dropped down by 50. Okay, let's see if it drops down by 50 here. Sure does. So I know I'm minusing 50 each time. Okay, so I'm minusing 50. But some of you may have looked at it this way, and that's fine. You notice that it's 670, 620, 570, 520. So you just notice that it's back and forth. 570, 620, 570, 520. So 470, you would do 420, which is really just dropping 20. But some of you just saw that it's dropping and just going back and forth. Okay, and that's fine. And so this would be 370 as well. Okay, so we're going down by 50. All right, the next one, I have a triangle, rectangle, triangle, rectangle, triangle, rectangle. So it's just going back and forth, isn't it? So rectangle, triangle, what would be next? It would just, again, be a little rectangle in it. Okay, all right, and here's the A. It's doing a turn here. So we go here to here, going down. It's just, so you notice how it's just turning in a circle? It's going around in a circle. So you notice that? So if it's on the side here, it's just continuing to turn. So it's going to be upside down. So it's just turning around. So it starts at the top and it's just making a turn. It's going clockwise. All right. And then over here, I kind of doodled a little bit over here by accident. 5, 10, 15. What's it doing right here? It's going up by 5s. 5, 10, 15. Okay. So we're also going up by 5s here, but we're starting at a different number. So 7, 5 more is 12. So we're still going up by 5s. It's just going to look a little different than how you're used to. Okay. Also, the pattern, if you look at it, another pattern, so it's going across by 5s. The pattern down, let's see what the pattern down is. 10, 12, 14, 16. What's it doing going down? 5, 15, 17, 19. What's it doing? It's going up by how many? That's right, 2. So 15, 17, 19, up 2 more would be what? 21. Okay. So you can read the pattern this way or this way. So you can do it vertically or horizontally. You can read the pattern. So if I'm going down by 2s this way, 5, 7, 8, 9, so that'd be 9. And this way it goes by 5s. Because 9 plus 5 is 14. 14 plus 5 is 19. Okay? All right. So those are kind of neat because they have a pattern going both ways. All right. Here we're going to find the products. Okay, so we're multiplying here. All right, 6 times 7 is what? Okay, 6 times 7. You guys got this. 42. Good job. 7 times 0 is? That's right, 0. Because remember the 0 property rule. Anything times 0 is 0. So 0 plus the one you carried, which is 4. So 4. 0 plus 4 is, well, 4. Then 7 plus 3 is what? That's right, 21. So there's no place to carry, so I'm just going to put the 21 down. 1, 2, 3, and comma. So 2,142. All right, my next one. 6 times 4 is? That's right, 24. Okay. 4 times 4 is? 16 plus 2 more is? 18. Put down your 8. Carry your 1. 3 plus 4 is? That's right, 12. Plus 1 more is 13. Good job. Carry my 1. 4 plus 2 is 8. Plus that 1 that you carried is 9. All right, and the last ones. Okay. 8 times 3 is, good job, 24. And then I'm just going to add the zeros. 1, 2, 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. So, okay. 6 times 7 is, 42. And then I'm just going to add the 2 zeros. Okay, I know I kind of went by fast, but if you need to slow it down and watch it again, or if you need some extra help, let me know. You do not have to send me a picture of this front sheet since we did it together, but if you want to, go ahead and take a picture of that back so that I can check that over for you, you can. All right, love you guys. You have a good day. Bye.